What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Boudreaux's Bloody Mary Mix, Margarita Mix. Great people. A little bit of a heads up here. Got the Moscona family Christmas card picture today at 8 a.m. There's a little park in the neighborhood we're going to go to. Got the photographer meeting us there and all that jazz.
Wow.
We're not going to Fresh Market, no. We're going to go to take our family pictures.
Wow.
Frogs. Here's your frog right there, bud. Right? Drew's here. Waiting to get him dressed. He's almost ready. He's going to put his clothes on and do his hair. We're going to go take our morning family picture. Drew's hiding behind the curtain there. Laughing, keeping himself entertained.
Home Depot.
We're not going to take our pictures at Home Depot, no. We're going to take our pictures at the park. At the park? Park? Okay. So Drew's having a good morning. Let's see. This is frozen here, y'all. I'm going to hit the refresh button and see if we can get that a little better. Say our good morning. So anyway, our pictures are at 8. Pictures are at 8 down the hall. Down the street. So anyway, we'll do till about 7:40 here, so that way I can get Drew dressed, so we can get on down and go do our pictures. Make sure y'all still got me here. Okay. This thing is just circling over here, but it shows that we're live. Anyway, all right. Excuse me. Sarah, good morning's here. Tyler Landry. Houston Carley, good morning. Sam Dixon, Kirk Taylor. Sam, did you see the video that Shay retweeted? The video about the fight? I mean, I saw, I've seen 3 videos. 2 from Brent Zwerneman of the Houston Chronicle, who covers Texas A&M. One shows sort of the... One shows the kind of the shove, the light shove that Cole Fisher gives to Steve Cragthorpe, kind of a wider shot, and then the other shows John Battle punching Cole Fisher right in the face. And then there's another video, it's a YouTube video, it's sort of a wider shot. You can see Cragthorpe running to 2, 3, Fresh Market. You can see Cragthorpe running at Cole Fisher, and that's when all that sort of fracas begins. So it's an unfortunate situation, but I still maintain something had to have happened to cause Steve Cragthorpe, a pretty mild-mannered guy, to sprint across the field or to go, not sprint, but to go sort of aggressively approach that guy. Anyway. Kirk, morning, Scone. Enjoy your segment with Fine Bob. Thank you, Kirk. Appreciate you watching. Stephen Miller, Colby Hester, what's up, dude? Sam Dixon, Darren James. Need to sell your home? Better call Darren James. It's my guy, dude. Nobody sells more homes. That's my dude. DJ, 335-7666, 335-7666, or agent225.com. Call Darren James. Get your home sold. Blake Ruffino, good morning, Matt. You think Battle will be suspended? Also, you see the 2020 quarterback commit. I saw the Hold That Tiger thing last night from Coach O, so I'm a little surprised that you'd get 2 quarterbacks in the same class because they've got TJ Finley from Ponchatoula already committed for 2020, but I'm ecstatic. Get as many dudes in there as you can. Bolster those numbers. Blake asked if I think Battle will be suspended. Okay.
Am I on the camera?
No. Don't know. I don't know if Battle's going to be suspended. I mean, I could look at precedent with the kid from Bama, Raekwon Davis, who punched a Missouri player on the ground. He didn't get suspended. He missed the first half of which I think was the Tennessee game. I think that if we're being consistent, there's got to be some repercussion there. What the punishment is, I don't know, but I guess we'll find out. Brian Wampole, good morning. Let's see. Ben Clark, good morning. Andrew Bear, John Miller, good morning. Hey, Tiffany Brando Cruz, good morning to you. Sam Dixon retweeted, sure looks like Jimbo nephew delivered an open-handed shove, unless that was the punch. Yeah, so I did see that, Sam. It looked like he just kind of casually shoved Cragthorpe, but there has to have been something that led Cragthorpe to go approach him. You know what I mean? So that's where we're missing something, because Steve Cragthorpe wouldn't have just like gone and aggressively approached that guy. Is my point. But it certainly, from the optics of that, certainly changes the look of the story. Mark Allen, let's see, things you learn from college and AFR. Bama hasn't had a holding call. You heard that? Somebody called AFR and said Bama hasn't had a holding call against them in 2 years. It's just the stupidest thing. I hate days like this. It's one reason I don't like taking calls. But some days you have to. You have to let people vent and react. And so you just sit there and you just kind of be patient as best you can. And now today we move on. Andrew Bear, possible job openings that Aranda may be interested in. I don't think the one that I would have thought would have been Southern Cal, and that's not coming open. So, like, I don't think, and the fact that some other big jobs, like, you know, Kansas got filled by Les Miles, who was not currently coaching. North Carolina got filled by Mac Brown, who was not currently coaching. What that means is, typically when that carousel spins, if you pluck a coach from another job, well, now that job is open as well. So now that school is joining the coaching search. When you hire guys that weren't coaching anywhere, they were already free agents. There's not another job that needs to be filled. So there's fewer jobs in this cycle. Southern Cal's not coming open. So I just find it really interesting how this is spun. I don't think Dave Aranda would go to Texas Tech. I could be wrong, but it seems like for what they do, they'd probably go offensive minded. But you've heard some mention of Brent Venables, the Clemson defensive coordinator. We'll see. I don't think that there's a gig there. As far as a college head coach. Now, if you're worried about like an NFL coordinator, I mean, wait till the end of the NFL season, but that would come after the December signing period and before the February signing period. But I mean, I think you're probably good. I don't know that opportunity is there, and I certainly haven't heard anyone mention Dave for any other job. So, cool. Mark Parent, Robert Grimion, Brian Myers, Chase Boudreaux. Good morning. What's up, Dad? Good morning, Daniel Guidry. What up, Craig Schilling? See Don Joe LeBlanc. Good morning. Good morning, Corporate Scone. Not really Corporate Scone, Craig. This is actually a shirt that I've not ironed, and I'm going to put like a sweater over it to go take our family pictures, our Christmas pictures this morning. Stephen Miller. Will be on OTB at 7:30. Good. Wonder what he will reveal. Don't know. I'll be interested, though. He's on right now, then, at 7:31. Y'all go listen to Ed Ogeron on Off the Bench. Devin Kelly, Charlie Cavell, Trisha Brown. Hey, Miss Trisha, good morning. Let's see, Charlie Cavell, Megan Boyce Hurst. That's because he was a Bama player. Oh, God. Cassidy Russo, he got suspended for half. So that's how disciplined. Just so you know, I'll explain this. The SEC, this is their policy. The SEC would rather schools similar to the NCAA, where the NCAA would rather you self-impose punishment and they will accept it or not. Similar with the SEC. They have a conversation with the coach, with the administrators. They say, here's what we'd like to do. Okay, that's fine. Move on. You handle it internally. What the SEC has always tried to avoid is airing their dirty laundry in public, which is why the LSU-Florida thing in 2016 was so ugly. So, we'll see. Maybe John Battle suspended for a half in the bowl game. I don't know, but we'll see. Andrew Bayer, you think there's any truth to the rumor that Bob Stoops ends up at Auburn? Interesting. He sort of vehemently denied it. I have heard that he spoke to Auburn boosters. He has spoken to Auburn boosters, but that may be nothing more than like what happened with Jimbo when LSU boosters were calling him, people that were friendly with him from his time here. That doesn't mean that there's anything formal. I guess generally where there's smoke, there's fire. But Bob Stoops seems pretty content out of coaching, and if Auburn fires Gus Malzahn, they'd owe him a buttload of money. And when the AD has come out and said Gus Malzahn is going to be our coach, and Gus Malzahn has said I'm going to be here next year, that's sort of like the Nick Saban I'm not going to be the Alabama coach thing. You're speaking in absolutes, and you're giving yourself no wiggle room. So it would be really interesting if Malzahn was out after that. My guess is my guess is that's just a booster making a call on his own, and then telling a media member. Justin Beard, good morning. Brandon Brazel, do you think with the guys like Les Miles and Mac Brown returning to coaching ranks, we'll start seeing more teams attempting a return to more traditional smash mouth football? No. I think those two programs are looking for stabilizing forces. Like, what if, for example, Mac Brown hires Cliff Kingsbury to be his OC and tries to bring Gene Chizik with him to be his DC? Remember that the offenses that Mac Brown ran at Texas were not conservative. And I will be very curious to see who Les Miles hires as his offensive coordinator. But it's a good question, but I don't think so. I think football is changing, and you've got to change with it. And I'm curious to see if those two coaches will adapt. But both are just proven winners. They know how to build a program. They know how to hire assistants. They know how to implement a weight training program, implement structure into a program, how to build a roster, how to recruit. And because of all those reasons, they'll make those programs better than what they found. Terry Landry, I'm ready to flush the A&M game and move on. Cool. Me too. Rusty said it to all. Frank, good morning. Jordan Grace, any opportunity for Ensminger to be plucked away? I don't think that's going to happen. Travis McGraw, Eric Hart, Kenny Lafferty, good morning. Melanie Waskin, good morning. Stephen Miller, interested to see if LSU stays in the top 12 tonight in the playoff rankings. I'm thinking 11, 12 at worst. That's probably about right. And I don't think that the committee is going to have a problem putting 4 SEC teams in. I think the big question tonight is whether or not LSU is ranked ahead of Washington State. They were last week, and Washington State and LSU both lost. If LSU stays ahead of Washington State, then I think that's a great omen for next week, or for Sunday, that you're going to see LSU in a New Year's Six game. Let's see. Tyler Landry, but didn't save and decide the punishment. Tyler, that's my point. So that's how I think I explained it. That's how that's done. Like, the school will recommend discipline, and the commissioner says thumbs up or thumbs down. Like, they agree upon it, and then they move on. That's universal. That's every school. They either accept the punishment or they don't. And then Nick Saban says we've handled it because they don't want to air dirty laundry, which I understand. That's not how I would do things. It's not how I would recommend they do things. But we'll see. Daniel Guidry. Coach's pool. Charlie Sankey is not a good commissioner. He's not a strong commissioner. That's for sure. It has very much a substitute teacher feel to it. Lee Cieno, good morning. Oh no. Stephen Miller said, still hammering the 1 second call. Like, has he not seen the video of that yet? I mean, he went into his post-game press conference and a half dozen times mentioned the 1 second. Like, there's video. Kellen Mond got the spike off. Like, the ball's on the ground, there's 1 second on the clock. I don't. That's the thing I don't understand. Like, why are you dying on that hill? That's one of the obvious ones, like the objective ones. Like, Mond's knee was down. He got the spike off with 1 second. It was not a legal formation. Like, the 4th and 18 was a conversion. The yellow line was wrong. These are like objective things. Man, if you want to hitch your wagon to something, I mean, go with the play in overtime with the tight end that was ruled the incomplete pass. But even still, you can go look, and we got confirmation. I didn't realize Ed said this after the game, but the official came to him on the sideline and said, "Hey, don't use your timeout. They're looking at it upstairs." Because O was going to use a timeout so that they could take time to look at it, and the official basically told him, Matt Austin, the ref, the white hat, said, "Don't use your timeout." You can see him like with his hand on. He's talking upstairs with Ogeron right there. I mean, he kind of did Ogeron a favor there. But that's the one, right? I mean, that's the one that everybody seems most upset about is the play with the tight end. I don't know why you hit your whack into that 1 second call. Because, I mean, got the spike off. Anyway. All right. Morning Scone brought to you by Boudreaux's Bloody Mary Mix, Margarita Mix, boudreauxmix.com. You're having those holiday parties. Great gift as well. I'm going to talk a lot during this holiday season, man, about supporting local businesses. Local businesses support all of our radio shows and Morning Scone and everything. So I'm big on buying local. We got our Christmas tree at Clegg's, obviously. So, if y'all have the opportunity this holiday season to support a local business, please do that. And thanks so much to Boudreaux's as well. Let's see. Again, we're going for our family Christmas pictures here in 20 minutes. So let me do one more question. Ty Levine, good morning. Mike Sylvester, good morning. Sam, anyone know how many seconds the replay guy spent looking at the play involving the A&M tight end? I'm thinking around 8. It's a little more than 8. But I will agree that I would have liked to have seen play stopped and that gone to formal review. With that said, I don't think they're overturning the call on the field. That seems pretty obvious, right? I mean, they would have had an opportunity to do so. But for this reason, to quiet the conversation, it should have gone to review. David Bailey, get a better offensive coordinator and do better on defense, and this would not have happened. Tyler Hales, good morning. Is it possible that Greg Sankey could lose control of the institution he's been tasked to operate? I don't think he's lose control. There's too much infrastructure there to lose control completely. Fresh Market, Sankey's got it. He hasn't established himself yet as an authoritative figure conference-wide that is universally respected, and that's a problem. All right, y'all. I got to bounce. We're going to do Christmas pictures. Y'all have an awesome day. Quick show today, but thanks so much for watching. As always, I appreciate y'all. Please click on Boudreaux's. They're linked in this post. Like their page. It's a huge help. And if you can't find it, if you're not in Baton Rouge, Calandro's, Canada's down in Homa, you can buy it online at boudreauxmix.com, boudreauxmix.com. See y'all tomorrow. Have an awesome day. See y'all today for AFR. 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time. See ya.